Let's go.
Wednesday afternoon.
I wish Chelsea well. I've always liked Chelsea. They're a good footballing team, and I just hope that things work out for them.
Yeah. I mean, just deviating from men's football, just for a bit. I saw the game, the England game, England women's
All
game.
right.
Yeah, against Portugal, I think it was, and I think it finished draw. But I think we scored first. England scored first, and in the first half. So going into the second half, Portugal was trailing 1-0 behind. But then the second half was a complete disaster on part of England. Now I don't know. Was it what's that the female coach? What's her name again? Begum.
Yeah, Serena Wiegman, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Serena Wiegman. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've always had high hopes for the England women's team, but what I saw in the last game, second half was rubbish. It was just a complete disaster.
Yeah.
I mean, the first half was all right, ish, and then the second half was, it was. Do you think do you think they do stand a chance of another trophy? Sorry. Do you think?
Yeah, I mean, quite clearly, the England women's team reached a brilliant pinnacle 2 or 3 years ago when they won the Cup, the Euros, and they engendered a load of interest in the country into women's football, quite rightly so. And I think there was a great uplift, really, in terms of attendances and people's general interest. But I noticed after the game recently with Portugal, Serena said something along the lines, yeah, it's going well, but something along the lines that there's still more things need to happen with women's football to sort of start to keeping it moving, making progress and so on. And I didn't really get the whole gist of what she said, but I see it that way myself, really, that they've reached a point maybe a year ago where the crowds were quite good, sometimes not as good, but generally there's been a lot more interest in women's football, and certainly Sky have pumped a lot of money into it, but they show them whenever there's the WSL games, usually on a Sunday. So I think there is a lot of interest, but I just feel that it's plateaued a bit. It's kind of maybe a slight loss of interest. I'm not sure why. Maybe because the England team are perhaps not necessarily firing on all cylinders. And of course, some players have moved. I think the goalkeeper, Mary Earp, she went abroad, didn't she? I can't remember what team she went to, but she's somewhere abroad. And one or two others have retired of the former England team that won the Euros.
Yeah.
Maybe that's made a difference, because if you lose a bit of the team spirit in the dressing room, that can impact. But I think I'm pleased we still have Serena there as the manager. Yeah. She's obviously very, very
Soft family and the ladies, Dr. Gladys and Phantom and Rose. We all have a lovely show every weekday. So join us for a lovely show.
Say hello to Phantom.
team that won the Euros.
Yeah.
Maybe that's made a difference, because if you lose a bit of the team spirit in the dressing room, that can impact. But I think I'm pleased we still have Serena there as the manager. Yeah. She's obviously very, very good at what she does, and she loves the game. And I think she will continue to steer the team in the right direction. But it's almost like there's been a slight stepping back, a little bit of loss of progress so far. But hopefully that will be picked up and it'll be rejuvenated.
Well, I hope so, because they do have a good support from England as a whole. Backing. They do have a good backing, so I hope they get back to winning ways. Now, the next topic that I was going to talk about is Michael Oliver. It seems to be getting popular these days, not for the right reasons.
Popular. Yeah,
Well,
I know what you mean.
yeah, I mean, you can almost say wherever there's a controversy with having to do with officiating the football, Premier League
Yeah.
football, his name was mentioned. I mean, I can't remember what I was looking for the other day. I think it was the Miles Kelly. I think is it Miles Kelly?
Yeah.
The Arsenal player.
Yeah,
And-
that's right.
And I was looking for that red card incident on YouTube, and I actually found two involving Michael Oliver. And
Right.
you remember the Arne Slot one at
Yeah.
Everton? He was the one officiating as well. And I'm thinking, you can't get a name, you can't keep getting mentioned in controversies.
No. It's unusual, isn't it? Because he's
It is, isn't
considered
it?
pretty much our top referee.
I
But
know.
equally, I mean, it's going to happen that sometimes he makes mistakes like anybody else.
Oh,
Perhaps
true.
the art of being the top referee is that you make least mistakes. But yeah, the Arsenal send-off was rescinded, wasn't it? So the red card was rescinded because by then it's too late in terms of the result. But I think Arsenal won that game anyway. But no, you're right. He does seem to feature in a couple of things lately. And yeah, certainly will you say the Everton one? Did you say the Everton one? What one was
Yeah,
that?
it was. Yeah, that was him as well.
What,
The Everton one.
the
Everton.
Manchester United, was it? No.
No, Liverpool Everton. Sorry.
Oh, right. Liverpool Everton. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Liverpool
Yeah.
Everton. Yeah, he was there.
I mean,
as well,
interestingly,
Yeah.
the referee on Saturday, Palace against Fulham, at Fulham,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of his name and it just escapes me. It might be John. No, it wasn't John. Oh, no, it was Rob Jones, I think, on Saturday. That's right. And it was quite incredible that usually most fans say, oh, the refs are always against us. They have big team syndrome and all this, even though, let's face it, referees by and large, I'm sure, without exception, do an honest job. They do it as they see it. I mean, that's all you can do. And probably referees and assistant referees, linesmen to some degree, but refs have the toughest of jobs. I mean, how many people really would want to do that if a crowd turns on them and starts on the
Soft family and the ladies, Dr. Gladys and Phantom and Rose. We all have a lovely show every weekday. So join us for a lovely show.
Say hello to Phantom.